I was like, Sami Samila vandu ipo sir tho like if I have to dance with sir, I'm like nervous. But I realized these boys have OCDs. They have to have perfect. All these boys are perfectionists. Now, if you ask me, would you want to do another film with him? I would say for the next 100 films, I'd want to do a film with him.
Okay.
You know, I'm that comfortable with him. I love him as a co-star. So I think, you know, that's the chemistry about with Bunny sir, and the chemistry has worked out really well. I think Sukku sir is like our chemistry, the scenes between you and Bunny sir has come out really well. So I'm waiting to see. Yeah. Of course, Saw and na scenes lo vandu I'm only laughing.
Okay.
Looking at you know, our chemistry, our mischievousness, our love, our passion, everything. I'm only, you know, enjoying it. So I'm sure audience are going to enjoy it. But yeah, that's regarding the chemistry. And I've watched so many of Bunny sir's films that I know he's a mind-blowing dancer. So I was like, Sami Samila vandu ipo sir tho like if I have to dance with sir, I'm like nervous. But I realized that in Sami Sami, in this song only, he doesn't dance as much. So I was like, Amma, thank God I'm saved. I think despite of that also, Sami Sami song lo vandu, I think every particular what do you say, every particular step, every particular choreography, sir was present. Anna, he was present out of like behind the scenes, helping me do Sami Sami song, and all the credits goes to him. The music is DSP Garu, the choreography is Shekhar sir, but I think the mastermind of the whole song is Sukku sir and Bunny sir. I give all credits to them. Before we started Pushpa only, DSP Garu, he came to me and he's like, I'm going to give you one song which is mind-blowing, you have to perform really well. And I hope I've made him proud with the performance. I'm like, sir, I'll perform well. And sonna. I was like, after performing, I was like, did I match up to his expectations? But I think he, you know, sort of messaged me and he's like, you've done it really well. So I'm just happy. Extremely hard because these characters in the first half, we have only done it. So we know what the character is going through. And also when we have a captain of a ship like Sukku sir, who's so particular, we have Bunny sir, who's so particular. I think all these boys have OCDs. They have to have perfect. All these boys are perfectionists. So I think it makes me feel like, okay, I have to do something more, I have to do something more. So when I'm watching all of this, automatically it'll come off.
Fine.
I think it's changed a lot now. இப்போ வந்து ரொம்ப சேஞ்ச் ஆகிட்டு இருக்கு. And also, as much as we say it's a male dominated society, which is true, but
not society, about the films.
About films, I think we have filmmakers, we have heroes, we have production teams which are so supportive now. I think all these short span of heroines, or the heroines will last only 5 to 7 years, or they'll last 10 to 15, it's not there anymore. I think it was one sort of a mentality. I think we've overgrown it, and now people don't care about the age, people care about the talent. It can break barriers of language, it can break barriers of age, it can break barriers of any sort of societal norms that we are at. And talent matters.
Exactly.
You know, like what makes an actor a superstar is the choices they make, and the sustainability they have, the patience they have, and the learning capacity they have over the generations also. So I don't think something as simple as male dominated like film industry, or a heroine gap, or the age, or all of that matters anymore. So yeah, I think it's all gone. Women, they will of course do the film. Now there are so many films like Mahanati which is happening, and there are films like U-turns in both the languages which are happening. All of this is like, oh baby, like all of this is happening now. So it's not like, you know, a extremely, what do you say, impossible task. People will come to watch a woman who's the hero of the film. And I think in the future generations also, they're going to be equal female-oriented films as the male-oriented films. But in the end of the day, it's a film.
Yeah.
It's a story that you're trying to say. If the story is good, it'll work. If the story, okay, it's good, but the timing is off, that is off, this is off, film might not work as well. So it is just that. If you give out a good, wonderful film, you're looking at a blockbuster. It does not mean I will do something which I'm always going to be comfortable with. I was comfortable with Kannada. I came, I did Telugu films. Now I'm comfortable with Telugu. I'm comfortable doing Tamil films. Now I'm going to Hindi. I'm checking out a new market. I'm seeing how the audience there are, the filmmaking there is. So it's always like I want to extend my capacities and I want to see what more can I do. Like tomorrow I might do an English film and I'll still be comfortable. But I just don't want to stay in one particular comfort zone. I want to explore, and that's the kind of person I am.
Yeah.
Like I've been doing it since my second film, literally, in the industries. So I like learning languages. I like doing something extremely hard as Pushpa. Just really working hard. But when you watch it on screen, you're like, it's worth it, bro. But at the same time, we were going to locations which were extremely off. So we had to make the roads, apparently. We had to create the roads. And then the vehicles for all these COVID protocols and everything. And creating a bubble and shooting in the bubble. And having like 150 plus dancers and taking care of all of them in places like Marudmalli, where there are not many places you can stay in. So all of that, as in producing such a big film is not a joke at all. But I think they've done such Anusuya ma'am. Like I was like, who are these people? And when you actually focus and see, they're Anusuya ma'am and Sunil sir, you know. So that's how different characters are. So that's all I'll say to the audience. If they're coming for, you know, us as stars, don't. You come for us as the characters that we have played and you will be stunned, because this is a whole different world you're entering and it'll be worth your while. What can you expect from the film? I think you can expect to enter into a whole new different universe, which is going to be extremely catchy, extremely entertaining, extremely emotional, but at the same time extremely sensible, right? And one thing I'll say is, you come to the theatre for us stars, to one extent that's okay, but when you enter into the film, when you enter into this world, you'll only see the characters that we are playing. You'll see Pushpa Raj, you'll see Srivalli, you'll see all the characters we're playing, and it's like I'm saying, you're going to enter into a whole new universe. So I think it's going to be really amusing. I was stunned, so I think you will also be stunned. And yeah, it's releasing on the 17th, so